What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto. It's Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With me, as always, joining me, my lovely, beautiful, amazing co-host, Melissa Lucan.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HauntScene Live. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday night.
And it is a special night.
Yeah.
We are kicking off our Haunt Preview Month, starting here at the end of July, all throughout August. We're going to have different haunted attractions on the show, revealing things, giving away tickets, and all kinds of stuff. So this is considered our Haunt Preview Month, where we don't get any time off. We go from taking certain weeks off to just doing 2 shows a week, usually for a couple weeks straight, to preview some select haunted attractions in Florida, and one not in Florida, actually, this year. Yeah.
And then go straight into the haunt season. So you're going to be busy for the next 4 months.
Yep. We get no breaks for all of September, all of October, all of August, and then like halfway through November.
Basically,
so, yeah. All right, well, kicking off the show here, I want to give a thanks to our platinum sponsors. So thank you very, very much to Fright Nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Do appreciate that, in West Palm Beach, Florida. Woods of Terror in Greensboro, North Carolina. And then we've got Fear Reach in Tavares, Florida. And we've got our brand new sponsor just signed up, Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail in Umatilla, Florida. And Dr. Grimley's HauntedTrail.com. Make sure you go there and get all of the information. We've got Hill Roberton on from Dr. Grimley's.
That's exciting.
And it's a brand new haunt to us, so I'm really excited about checking it out this year. But thank you to our sponsors. You are all awesome. Everything that ever gets donated to the show goes right back into the show. We don't do this for a profit, but it makes it easier to keep the haunt lights on.
It really does.
Yeah. All right. Well, any other announcements that we need to get through here? No, I
don't think
we're
so.
good.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's a nice shirt you got there.
Thanks.
What's that? Oh, wow, look at that.
I wonder where it's from, Johnny.
Dr. Grimley's
That is a pretty cool design.
Cool, yeah.
I'm very excited to try a new haunt this season. So I'm very excited.
Too. You know, this is going to be a good year. Yeah. Let's kick it off. All right.
Strong year. Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and bring on our very special guest. I will make sure that I unmute him first, right?
Yes.
That's right, because, I don't like to rely on the magic of live television.
No,
but
not always.
Our very special guest here is going to be Hill Roberton.
Hello, Hill.
Dr.
Hey.
Grimley's HauntedTrail.com. All right. How's it going, Hill?
It's going great. Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited about all these haunts, all the previews you got going on. It looks like a bunch of great haunts. Unfortunately, I don't get to go to many of them.
No.
But it's great to at least see some previews and see what's out there.
Yeah, I right before the show, I literally showed Hill our calendar. Like, we have a calendar I made in PowerPoint, and unfortunately, when you're a haunter, you don't get to go out and do a bunch of haunts. So,
yep.
But yeah. Now, Hill, I just saw you. It feels like we were just hanging out. I just went out to the trail in Umatilla, Florida, and we had some delicious barbecue together at the Old Crow.
Oh my goodness!
It was like
that
this
sounds amazing.
Barbecue place.
I wish I could have been there.
It was like straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man. It was like really old school, dude. It was really cool. It's really good food too. So shout out to them. Mm-hmm. All right, Hill. Well, welcome to the show for the first time. Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail is not something that we've been to before, but you've actually been around for a couple years now, so just kind of hit up on our radar now. But what we're going to do is we're going to do the little intro part where we let them introduce themselves. What's that called?
It's called the elevator pitch.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do that.
One of my favorite parts of the show, actually. It's so thrilling.
And now we're going to put the camera on Hill Roberton as he introduces himself to America. Tell everybody watching who you are, what you do, and all the good things.
Our life story, Hill.
Okay, so I'm Hill Roberton, owner of Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Back when I was a kid, like a lot of haunters, I just liked doing stuff in the house. I'd take over every room, and whether I was putting Legos together or erector sets or something, making little moving props and stuff when I was, even pre-teen, and then got into the teen years, and that kind of kept going. And I always had an interest in like horror movies and things like that. So just all the creepy stuff I could get my hands on, I always liked. And back in the day with the old Fangoria magazines and stuff like that, was getting into it. So that's kind of the creepy side of me. And then after school, went to college as an engineer. I graduated back in '92, and anyways, started doing engineering. So a lot of my one thing that's great about haunts and stuff, a lot of my hobbies kind of come together, and all the things that I enjoy doing to build the haunt. My technical skills with designing circuits and things like that to make prop controllers. I got big into like audio and music stuff, and creating electronic music, so that kind of fits into building the soundtracks and all the creepy sounds you hear throughout the haunt, things like that. Any kind of media, just working on that. So just anything creepy I got into, and always went to horror nights and other haunts and stuff for many, many years. And then some of my friends from back in high school, they actually were owners of a farm in Umatilla, Florida, and they came to me because they knew I had skills with electronics and stuff, and that I loved haunts and stuff. And they said, "Hey, let's see if we can try doing a little haunted trail at the farm." So I said, "Okay, we'll give it a shot." So we did a little test the first year, and it did pretty well. So we decided to make it more official and wrote up contracts and everything. And so then we've been official for about 3 years now, and just now kind of been under the radar a little bit, because with the first couple of years we're kind of getting our feet wet, getting everything figured out, and then last year we really started exploding. So this year we're kind of just promoting it more and going more big time this year. So that's kind of a little bit about me and where I came from and where we're going.
Wow. All right. Well, I got a new saying for this show. Hill yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, we need to get you some shirts that say "Hill yeah." Very cool. All right, I can really empathize with getting started with the haunt, because when I think about your story and getting involved in the haunt, it's like your fourth year, you kind of ramped up from there. At one point, Melissa Lukac, you and I were in our third, fourth year, just getting started out, and we were kind of a smaller entity in a larger market and all that stuff, so we had to kind of fight and scrape and do all the things and get out there. And
That's kind of how it works. You gotta start small and then grow.
Yeah,
it takes time.
Well,
but you'll get there.
You're on the show now, so
Yeah.
you've made it. You can retire.
You've already made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, so everybody, let me know where you're watching from. Say hi to Hill. I got some people saying hi here.
Hill,
Dawn and Kira's in here. Shawan, Hunter, all kinds of people.
And then we found Kara.
Davey, Kira's in here. James, all the people watching. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and then we found Kira, actually.
Yeah, and then we found Kara. Actually, you found her first.
We picked Kira up as a stray, basically. One night, she was alone at Horror Nights, and then we just kind of adopted her.
Yeah,
so.
and then she's been with the team ever since. So
Very cool. All right. Katie's watching. Good stuff. Katie's not watching from her car ride home because that would be dangerous. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So we've got some information here. We want to make sure you know everything that you need to know about the haunt here. Let's go ahead and do this. Hunter says that's my dad.
That's
All right. Hill is the father. All right. So let's show this one right here. That's the camera on you. There we go. Okay. So you might miss a detail. You might miss one little thing that you need to know. That's crucial about Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. So here is the social media links where you can get everything. drgrimleysHauntedTrail.com, Facebook.com/Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail, Instagram.com/GrimleyHaunt, TikTok. And I was checking out your TikTok, pretty cool earlier, Grimley Haunt. This is 352-818-1971. That is Hill's personal cell phone number if you need to get a hold of Hill. I'm just kidding.
I'm
oh
just
my
gonna-
God, it is!
I'm gonna call him right now. Jesus Christ.
Okay, it is thundering outside.
That felt like I'd hit your house, man.
Somebody didn't like that joke. And then if you need to, email grimleyhaunt@gmail.com. That scared the absolute
That scared
S
the
out of me.
crap out of me.
So it's a big thunderstorm here.
There's been a lot of
around
lightning around
Davenport,
Johnny's house, and it's just scaring me.
That passed through here earlier today.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
man.
we got it. Wow, that was crazy.
That was big.
All right. Sensational Farms is checking in right here and says, Hill, yeah, way to go, Hill, and Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Very cool. All right. What else do you need to know about this location? We need to know the info for this year. Because the trails, the characters, things do change year over year. This is where it's located here at Sensational Farms in Umatilla, Florida. That might come up a little bit later. But if you want, check out SUNSATIONALFARMS.com. I was actually on their website. Really cool location. When I went out, not last weekend, but the weekend before. I don't know. It's all blending together now. But really cool location. They have all kinds of special events. They've got merch. They've got food and sweet treats, and they have a little store and all kinds of stuff. They have a huge orange that you can take a picture in front of.
All I need to know is they got sweet treats. I'm down. I'm
Orange,
sold.
orange, you glad
Aren't you
I
glad
mentioned
to
that?
see me?
Yeah, we're known for that big orange. In fact, around Halloween time, there'll be a big jack face on there, so it'll look
That's
like
awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so 40541 Robert Gilles Road, Umatilla, Florida, 32784, or SUNSATIONALFARMS.com. You can go. It shows up right in your GPS. I got right there. That was awesome. It is approximately 1-ish hour away from downtown Orlando, at least as far as what Google says. I typed in downtown Orlando, and that's what it gave me. Maybe a little bit less than that, depending on traffic.
Yeah,
but
that's not too bad.
Pretty reasonable to get to.
I'm like 10 minutes from downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what else we got here? You've got all kinds of experiences here, all kinds of stuff we're going to unpack a little bit later. But the theme this year is 2 trails, and you've got Carnival of Puppets and Grimley's Mine of Lost Souls.
Puppets. You're going to like the puppets one,
Yeah,
don't you?
I love puppets.
He loves puppets and dolls, don't you, Johnny? That's his absolute favorite, by the way. Just letting you know, everyone
Oh,
out
really?
there.
You know what I didn't include in this? I didn't include a picture of the huge 4-inch banana spider
Don't
we
do-
saw at the location, because they've got friends.
Like real ones?
Yes.
Oh, dear God.
It was. Didn't I show you the picture?
No, you did not.
Hold on.
There was, really? You're not
Yes.
kidding.
I'll put it on camera. Hold on. Let me just pull it up real quick.
Oh, man.
Because Hill was there. Hill's like, hey,
Well,
he's like, that's Bob. That's what he said.
So this really backfired here. Hill.
So yeah, check it out. Oh, hold on. Let's bring up the main screen here. Now, keep in mind, they're going to clear this out, so hopefully you won't run into a friend like that, but that's a pretty good one.
That thing is real?
Yes.
When you posted that, I thought that
Or
was
they
fake.
have really advanced animatronics. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know, but we'll find out.
Honestly, I thought that was part of the haunt and it was fake.
I don't know. It was moving around and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't care if it's like hot or anything. I'm gonna be covered up.
Okay.
Sweater and pants and everything.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, just like it, it is an outdoor haunt, so we need to kind of acknowledge that. I did see a lot of people lined up in like shorts and t-shirts and stuff. We typically recommend long pants, and it does get hot in Florida.
Boots.
Closed-toed shoes, that kind of stuff, just standard stuff goes here. So Carnival of Puppets, Grimley's Mine of Lost Souls. You can read all about this on the website. I'm going to pull that website up in a moment. But you've actually got like 2 different versions of this, because you've got the 2 themed trails, and then you also offer a lights out version of that. So did you want to unpack that a little bit?
Sure. So how some haunts, they'll have like a lights out night, somewhere during the season or something like that, or a dark out, something like that. We do it every single night. So basically, at 7:30 we actually have a pre-show that starts, but then at 8 o'clock when the attractions open, the trails, from 8 until 10 o'clock we just go with the lights on, all the effects like normal, and then at 10 o'clock we go lights out. So all the lights are killed in there, and then it's dark, and you're given just either a little flashlight or a little flickering candle, depending on which trail you're going through for the rest of the way. And then the actors ramp up the scares, and they kind of get in different positions and things like that. So it's a little bit scarier, of a more intense part from 10 until 11. That's the lights out part. So
That's
from
cool.
8 until 10, it's the normal with all the effects and everything. And then from 10 until 11, lights out.
Nice.
I'm down with that.
We have scare cam that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So I'm going to give you my experience walking through this thing. It is surprisingly claustrophobic. Like, it's made out of
Small and tight.
Yes. Like, they have like these orange crates, and it's
Okay.
built out of that. But the way that you turn and go through the haunt, it almost felt like kind of like a gauntlet, like running through. And I can only imagine, and it was during the day, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like in the complete darkness with the characters and everything in there. We'll show a little bit more a little bit later. So, but that's really cool though. So it's like a blackout night every night. Now, people can go. This is actually pretty cost effective. I think it's like $25 or something like that for the haunt.
Yeah, so if you want to go through the trails, the base ticket is $25, which gets you 2 entrances. So that can either be during the lights on or the lights off. So you can choose which time you want to go. Or if you want to go in one trail with the lights on and then another trail with the lights off a little bit later, you can do that as well. So the $25 ticket gets you 2 entrances to the trails, whether it's lights on or lights out, or which ones you want to go in. So it's kind of up to you.
Very cool. All right. So you can go through, you can do all of that. Sounds really look, Florida's scary to me, and being outdoors in Florida is just scary to me inherently. You know, you don't get like the safety of like a sound stage.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
being out like in the woods and like the marshlands of Florida is just terrifying because you don't know what's.
Oh, that's what you drive through to get here.
Oh, do you really?
I mean, it's Lake County, Florida. I
don't think I've ever been there. You said it's. I don't think I've ever been there.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember.
It's the country. It's rural. Yeah.
All right.
Here's the crappy calendar that I put together because I wanted a graphical. You can actually get all the dates and everything on the website. I just made something, so I had something to put on the HauntScene.com haunt directory where you can find all of the haunts on our radar this year in Florida. You can go ahead and Florida is scary.
Florida is scary.
All the dates and all the times on there, but 8 to 11, are when the haunt is going to be open. On all these different nights. They are open on Halloween, so if you need something to do on Halloween and you're in the area, definitely check that out. And one of my favorite things here is it also pushes into the first part of November. I love the way that Halloween falls this year because we're getting extra weekends of all kinds of haunts.
Yeah.
So that is really, really cool to extend your season a little bit there. But that is really neat.
Which night are we going out there?
We're going to go out for their media night, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Yeah. And... but here is the breakdown. Like we said, 2 scare trails and a lights out version of those, which I cannot wait to check out. Something very unique, and I've actually never really seen this at a haunt, because we've had to go like backstage in like the security area to watch like camera stuff. But they actually have a dedicated scare cam monitoring area
that's cool.
Included in the price of admission.
That's pretty cool.
So did you want to talk about that a little bit, Hill? Because I thought that's really cool.
Yeah, so bottom line is we have cameras through the entire trails. Both sides, there's over 60 cameras there, and they're night vision, so you can see in the dark or in the light. And so it's basically kind of the same things that we see backstage on all of the different zone areas that we have for security. We also have them all lined up to where you can go in this special room and you can see the entire haunt all the way through. So if you got friends and family going through, or maybe you're too scared or whatever, then you can watch them all go through and get scared as they go through it. And you're free to take any pictures and videos.
Oh, that's
well.
worth it right
That's
there.
really cool.
So yeah, so you can't take pictures while you're in there, but in the scare cam area, you can take as many as you want of the screens right there. So you're welcome to share those and so forth.
I could take pictures of Johnny getting scared by the puppets.
You know what? You could get footage of me falling into a boo hole.
Johnny does that a lot, by the way. Yep. It'd be great to get footage of that.
Yeah. I'm going to turn me down just slightly there. Okay. All right, so that's really cool. And then something else that's unique, which is right next door, which is going to be a creepy cornhole course, which we've got some pictures of you building all the little cornhole stations there. But it's a full-on cornhole course. I didn't know that cornhole could have courses, but it's like a golf course, but cornhole.
Cornhole is fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have a lot of fun
I'm gonna have
cornhole course.
I really am, though. I'm gonna take part of that.
Yeah, so this is going to be themed, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's, if you think of, a real golf course compared to like a mini golf course where it's kind of got little obstacles and things like that. So we're kind of doing that. So instead of it just being cornhole where you just, throwing it to the platform, you're going to have obstacles and it's going to be themed. And so you actually will play it like a mini golf. So instead of having,
cool.
4 bags that you're throwing and stuff, you're going to have just 1 bag that you're going to throw, but you might be throwing it over a giant skeleton to land on the platform, or you might be throwing it, through some board with a hole in it, or over some creepy coffin or something like that. So there's going to be obstacles in the way. So then wherever it lands, you're going to go back to pick up your bag, and then you're going to throw it from there until you get into the hole. So that would be, hole 1. Mm-hmm. And then you do the same thing for the other hole. So it's just like a mini golf course, except it's cornhole.
That's cool. I am not aware of any other haunts doing a cornhole course.
Not that I know
so
of.
don't
no.
steal that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's unique.
We're going to play some cornhole. You know what? We're going to get competitive.
You want to play some cornhole with me?
Yes. The loser, the worst cornhole player, has to buy Waffle House for everybody else.
Okay. And Waffle House is pretty cheap, so I'm down with that.
We can go with some Ruth's Chris.
Buy the most expensive item on the menu.
White Castle. All right. That's really, really cool, man. And this is included in the ticket.
And it's any ticket includes that. So whichever level ticket you get, you'll get one cornhole course as well. There's also, we have a chill ticket for those that are, don't want to go through the trails that might be a little too scary for them, or it's just a bunch of kids or something like that. You can get a ticket for as low as $10, which gets you into just the cornhole course plus the scare cam area where you can just watch other people. So that's
cool. That's cool for like parents and people that maybe it's a little bit too intense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
just so you know too, we don't do like a general admission to where you have to pay a ticket just to get in. So if you just want to come out and hang and get some ice cream in the shop and just chill outside, in fact, and watch the show, which we're going to talk about a little bit, that's all free, at least this year.
Okay.
So if they just want to watch the show out front and get some food and stuff like that, admission is free as far as that goes.
Yeah, because there will be free parking. I think you mentioned there will be snack stations or food trucks. I know that the actual Sensational Farms, they have like a marketplace where they have food and like sweet treats and desserts and stuff like that. So there's going to be all kinds of options here, which is really cool. Yep. DJ Grave Grim and a light show. So
yes. A light show.
Yeah.
What's the light show?
I'm bringing my glow sticks.
You're gonna bring your drones and do a drone light
I
show.
I will be bringing my drone.
Those are in now. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, it's.
So that's a new show that we've got this year. DJ Gravegrim's going to be basically going through it's all original music based on the haunt. So each song basically is part of the themes of the trail. So parts of the zones, there might be a whole song based on that zone within the haunt. And it's all original, and it'll be synced to music, and the music will be synced to lights and fog and so forth. So that will go on. That actually starts at 7:30 before everything opens, because the queue line usually fills up. A little after 7, it starts filling up. So by 7:30, sometimes there's a decent line there. But so then you can watch the show while you're waiting in line. It's right in front, where you can see it from the queue line. So then it'll start from 7:30, run until about 8:30, and then the show will repeat again from about 9:30. He'll perform again until 10:30 for the lights out as well. So it'll be 2 different times. If some people just want to come for the lights out, they can still see the show, or if they want to come just the lights on, they can see the show.
That's cool.
And the actual show is free. You can it's just a big field area you can be in and watch that from there. And then if you decide to go in the trails or anything, you can buy a ticket for the trails.
Oh, that's cool. And there's a big stage that's like built over like the main entrance to this, which is really cool.
Exactly. That's where the show is.
Nice. Can Melissa get up on stage and dance?
We'll see.
Okay. Maybe not dance, but I can juggle.
Okay, you can juggle.
I can juggle.
I will hold you to that.
I can juggle for you.
It'll be the DJ Grave Grim and light show and Melissa juggling show.
Show.
We'll get you some like light up balls to juggle.
Yeah, like pumpkins or something.
Okay.
They keep it in themed, right? Let's do it. I'm down.
And I think you said that you're going to mention you have like front of house entertainers, maybe some queue actors, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, queue actors wandering around and so forth in the queue lines. Now, they won't get up real close to the shop. That way, if there's little kids that are too scared of things, they can kind of hang around the shop area. And there's, there's like rocking chairs and things to do and just chill. That's a little bit farther away from the scary areas.
Yeah, it is a very spread out area.
Oh, okay, it's a big area.
It's not like it's the midway, as you were, like the main area outside of the haunt. It's a very large space, so there's plenty of room to spread out, so you're not, on top of everybody.
If I get scared, I can run into the store.
Yeah, if you bring me back a milkshake.
Okay. You just see me running into the store. Just mind your own business.
It's a long run, actually. I mean, you could make that.
Me,
I would die.
I could do it.
And then obviously merch. Got some shirts here, like this awesome shirt that Melissa's sporting here. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that, by the way. Appreciate it.
We actually have. Do we have Mortimer? We got Mortimer in here, right? Mortimer's actually wearing the other shirt. Yeah, he's wearing a shirt. There we go. Got Mortimer.
What's up, Mortimer?
So Mortimer, I originally wanted to have this on when I first pulled you in. I was like, man, Hill, you lost some weight. It's really hot outside. But yeah, he's rocking the other shirt that you gave me, which is
we brought Mortimer back to life. I haven't seen him in a while. Hi, Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer's been chilling.
He's looking great. Look at him.
No bones about it. He's just been relaxing. All right. So got all that stuff there. Got obviously merch. Buy all the things. now hiring. We're going to bring up the website in a moment. All the links and everything for the media night, all the hours and all the ticket links and the still hiring scare actors. We're going to bring that up in a second. And we're going to come back to the ticket giveaway because Hill has graciously given us 2 pairs of tickets to all of this fun stuff, which we're going to give away a little bit later. Can't give it away too early because we need that watch time.
We do. Very
right.
end.
Very end.
The one second before we end.
Don't spoil that. Jesus, what are you doing?
You could announce it right now and throw everybody off. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
What?
I'm trying to throw them off.
All right. So we're going to shut that down, bring up the website here, and hold on one second. I got too many things in front of me. Bloop, there we go. And hold on. I'm a professional. There it is, right there. Okay. So I'm on the Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail.com website here, and I'll just start off here with the homepage. Just going to scroll through this real quick. You can get all the theme information. Here is the link for the scare actors right here. Now, when you click on it, it gives what they're looking for, positions available, cornhole course attendant, ticket taker, merch snack vendors, looking for scare actors still, ghastly
Creepy
ghouls.
clowns, possessed puppets.
What?
What?
Mad minors, and it's minors, not minors. So they're not hiring like children. Mad minors.
Gotcha.
I mean, some of the mad minors might be mad minors. I don't know what your age limit is to work at the haunt. It is a paid position. I was looking at that, which is pretty cool. So if you want more information, the link to apply is right here on the website. Why join, competitive pay, get to hang out with Hill, all the things, how to go and apply right there. Very, very cool. Also on the website here, it's got the information about the haunt. It's got some little teaser videos from Grave Grim. You get a sample of the music, talks about the trails, the time. So everything we're going to talk about, or everything we have talked about, it's got the trailer from a couple of years ago. Here are all the dates that I turned into that calendar right there. Scare cam monitoring area,
snap.
which
That's
is
cool.
always fun.
That's really cool.
All right, very cool. Where you can buy tickets, get information, all the warnings, all the rules, all the things right there. And what else do I want to bring up on this site? The story, if you want to read about the stories, the gallery,
I do like
jobs,
backstories.
media. Media night, if you want to go, we'll be there out on Friday, September 20th. We have a lot of our media, haunt media friends. I would imagine they're going to be out there as well. I love this media night because it's actually like kind of early in our season. This is one of the first media nights actually in our season here, but where to go in and fill out everything, all the information. So hoping to see our haunt media friends out there. And contact information, the about page, all that stuff right there talks about everything that you can do. So everything is on the Dr. Grimley's HauntedTrail.com website.
Very cool. Very cool website.
Hill, did I miss anything?
That looks like pretty much it.
Very cool. All right. We're going to jump through, and this is going to be pretty quick because I didn't pull out some very specific things, but there are some elements. Hill was nice enough. Hill actually sent me stuff to the point where I could be super lazy this episode because he sent me a Google Drive of a gazillion images. So let's take a look at some of that stuff real quick. All right. So I'm not going to be able to go over every single photo of the 5,000 photos that Hill sent me over here, but just kind of scrolling through a little quick. High tech. Got some samples of some of the things and props you're working on because you are so multi-talented in the characters and the technology and all this stuff here. I don't know what these motherboards do, but you do. You know what all this stuff does.
It's basically real fancy prop controllers.
Okay. All right. Moving on down here. Scrolling. You can go and, I can go here to see some of the things that you're working on. This is an actual staff photo of everybody hanging out.
Heyo.
Hold on. Oh, rim shot! I hopefully you heard that. Do you hear that out there in Facebook land? Let me know.
I wonder if they hear the sounds. Let us know if you hear those sounds.
I don't know. I should probably use this sound mixer more. Mm-hmm. All kinds of other
think it'd
stuff
be funny.
here. Here is the haunt being built. Turn off the audio on that. But you've got this is kind of what it's constructed out of, among other materials and all kinds of stuff. But the general layout right here, it actually gets really claustrophobic in there. And as I was walking through about halfway, it dawned on me how freaking terrifying this is going to be, because some of these boxes are like hollow, and there's places where people can like reach out and get you and stuff. So, ugh.
That just creeps me out.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Moving on. Here's kind of a sample of like the facade and everything. Like I said, there will be a stage here. Really cool stuff. I love the things that you've built here. You've made a ton of skulls and skeletons. Some of the characters, some of the clowns and everything here. Just some samples. This is just to give you. Here's the big orange skeleton
the
thing.
big pumpkin.
That's cool.
There's like the giant pumpkin.
You need that for the gram.
Yes, we do. That is a great Instagram shot right there.
And if you look behind here, let me see if I can find a better picture of this. But like you can kind of see in this picture. Let me actually. I'll see if I can find another one. But like here's the scare cam area right here, where you can look at the different monitors and stuff like that. That's actually so unique, so cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever seen that at a haunt before.
Some of these fine folks.
The scare cam footage.
Looking at all the stuff here.
Creepy clowns.
Cool Grimley's Haunt car. What is that? Got some Gary Fay claws right there.
Yeah, those are the ones you have.
Nice. We know where. And if you look like right here, like this back area here, this is just kind of part of it by the shop. Moving on. Okay, I got to talk about these because this is one of the things that I was just like in love with immediately. Is they build these really cool like sculptures, like these skeleton sculptures, and you have like a lot of them, and they're all really so cool. So I want to find out more of those. Look, I love you, characters. You're amazing. I want to look at the cool skeleton. Sorry, but you can go in and look at this stuff. Here's kind of like just some, not really like a time lapse, but like kind of like the stages of building them right here. These are so freaking cool. Can you build one of these for my studio?
Sure.
I'll steal one.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, we can sit him next to Mortimer.
I know, right?
On TikTok, there's a lot of like kind of how-tos on here, and it shows kind of the process of making those a little bit, and so there's several videos on there if you want more info.
That is so cool. How long does it take you, like from start to finish, to build one of these?
Well, the first one, it was figuring out a lot of stuff, so that took probably 2 or 3 days of just trying to figure it out. But then we started doing them in mass producing them, and it's better when we do multiple at once. So we'll build like 8 bases, and then we'll put 8 skeletons on them, and then we got to mount them in different positions, and then we start putting the monster mud on there, and then putting the robes and stuff. So it's tough to say each one. I think in about a week we did about 10 of them. So
wow.
And that's probably just 6, 7, 8 hours a day, which was usually at night. It was usually when I'm working, it's like from 6 p.m. until 3 or 4 in the morning, because it gets so hot during the day. But it's excellent weather at night. It's a nice little slight breeze and real comfortable, and so that's the perfect time to be building these things.
Oh, very cool. A couple questions that came in through the comments here. How does weather affect this? Like, let's say you have like a rain night, or like how does that work?
We're pretty much open every night that we're open. If it's really ridiculous, we might have to close. But for the most part, we stay open. If for some reason though it's too much for you and you've already bought tickets or something, we'll generally honor those another night. So you could just come back a different night that works better.
Oh, cool. So if it is a night, maybe it's sprinkled a little bit. Are there places to get like shelter from the rain? I know there's like a big. Okay, cool. I know there's seating there. There's some rocking chairs and things where people can sit down. So we've got that there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard having an outdoor haunt in Florida.
Yeah.
When it can rain all the time. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what, Melissa? It can't rain all the time.
Not in here, Johnny.
That's from The Crow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
I think I forgot that line. I've only seen it once.
Here is a couple of them in live action. I
love the colors on them.
I know, dude.
That's so cool.
So imagine it's dark out and it's got all this light and all this stuff on here. Oh, love the colors. Love that stuff. Very cool. I wish I could like pull up every photo one at a time, but we don't have time for that. Here's some overhead shots of that right there. Some other things. In addition to building those really cool animatronics and the skeletons, it looks like you also build a lot of coffins.
Yep, the old classic toe pincher coffins. We got about 10 of them, so they'll be
cool.
scattered throughout the trails and on the stage and stuff like that.
Very cool. Got the cool car there.
About it.
Got a Molly Zombie.
I see that.
Yep.
Big fan of VFX.
Ours is Rachel, the
Rachel's-
love child of Dr. Grimley.
Okay. All right. Love child. All right. Moving on here. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy.
Who's that
that
scrub?
nerd?
Who's that scrub
Cool.
right
I
there?
know, right? That was when I went out on a very hot day right there. I'm all smiley. Look at Hills. He's all serious. He's like, hell no, I ain't going to smile. Right?
Like it's hot.
That day was hot. All right, very cool. Some of the shots of the things here. If you kind of look in the background there, there's like a big overhang. That's some shelter area, and then there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Excuse me if I start coughing. Rimshot. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Very cool. So there's a lot of stuff. Thank you for sending these over. Like I said, I wish I could kind of unpack all of these, but there's just so much stuff. But yeah, look at all of this. Very, very cool. You know what? I need to see it. I need to see it in the
Me
dark.
too. I need to see
Yeah.
this in person, especially the glowing skeletons. That's
light
awesome.
stuff. Yeah.
I love the different colors you use, like the green and the purple and the red.
I just love these.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn Mortimer into like a. Sorry, Mortimer. You're getting
Mortimer.
repurposed. All right. Very cool. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, go to Dr. Grimley's hauntedtrail.com. Get all of the information there. How are we doing in the comments?
Sorry, I made Kara laugh. Highly recommend reading the backstories on the site.
Yes.
Robin Kangas says.
All right.
Experienced
Stories are
terror
right
team,
here.
amazing work.
Carnival of Puppets. Got all.
Robin
the
also says you
stuff,
should get up and dance, Johnny.
on the stage.
Yes.
Look, do not threaten me with a good
Look,
time.
we can get up there together. You can dance on one side, and I can juggle.
And I will
Boom,
bring
right
a
there.
megaphone.
And you can
on
have a
the side.
megaphone.
I will MC.
You
the
can have
whole
your
night.
drones up ahead. It could be a whole show,
Absolutely.
man.
Let's do it. You'll juggle.
I will juggle.
Yep. And
Let's
you're like,
go.
John, juggle with me. And I'll be like, I don't know how to
I don't know
juggle.
how to.
Yeah, definitely read everything on the website to get all the information about the haunt.
Oh, and then also, Kara asked if there was seating and stuff in the Midway area.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Very cool. All right. All right. You want to give away a pair of tickets right now?
Yes.
Before we get into the questions, we have 2 pairs of
Let's do it.
tickets.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do it.
So if you've not watched HauntScene Live before or watched us with one of our haunt preview episodes, we will do a keyword. And the way this works is it's going to be the first person on my screen, not your screen, because the information goes to your screen faster than my screen. First person on my screen to put in the keyword is going to win a pair of tickets for all this amazing entertainment. So are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's
we'll
do it.
We'll do one right now.
Are you ready, Hill?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's ready. Hell yeah.
All right, so that is... Sorry, I've got too much stuff up there. Website. Boop. I've made this too elaborate here. Okay, win a pair of will call tickets. And I think you use a online service for your ticketing?
Yeah, so we'll get that set. We'll get it sent over to them.
Okay, so we'll work it out. All right, cool. All right, so let me bring up my little Facebook thing so I can keep it on. I've got it right here. Okay, Diana, I think I've started something new. Hell yeah. All right, so here we go. All right, first keyword, and this is going to win a pair of tickets to Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail.
It'd be so funny if it was actually Hill, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, you know, I thought of that right at the show.
Did you really?
If I really would have thought of this earlier,
Yeah.
I would have made it a keyword.
Okay.
But no, I want to make these keywords a little more informational. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
First
go.
person on my screen.
On Johnny's screen.
My screen.
Johnny's
right here.
screen.
Get those typing fingers ready. Keyword number 1.
That's. Oh.
Do you know what the keyword is, Melissa?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I thought it was one. It's like,
No, it's not.
okay.
That would be weird. Okay. Keyword number 1 for a pair of tickets to Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Umatilla, because I just like saying Umatilla.
Umatilla. All right.
And you have to spell it right.
Correctly, yes.
You don't have to pronounce it right, because I'm probably not saying it right.
That's hard to do really fast, and we could look at it, because you could spell it wrong.
You could. Umatilla. Yeah. Because, I actually teach in Tavares, and I got corrected because I was mispronouncing it. So they're very specific out in that neck of the woods. All right, who we got? We've got Dawn Lane here is the first person on my screen to say Umatilla. So Dawn, hit us up after the show, and we will we'll get you get you the information for setting that up right there. So congratulations, Dawn. Thank you for watching.
Good job, Dawn.
And hopefully we'll.
It also kind of sounded like you were saying Uma Thurman for
Uma Thurman.
Yes. Kind of.
And then we have another one coming up here, but we're not going to do that one yet.
Not just yet.
Do you know why?
After the questions.
Because it's time
for the 10
questions with Hill. All right. And Dawn says, yeah, we've been trying to check them out. All right.
Nice.
Hill, are you ready for the questions?
Let's go.
All right. These are not pre-scripted. Did not give him these questions ahead of time. These are all candid answers, which is what we prefer. But yeah. All right. Hill, first question. I'll read this one, Melissa Lukac.
Okay.
All right. You kind of alluded to this earlier, but how did Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail come about? Like, unpack that a little bit more for everybody watching.
Okay, so the owners of Sensational Farms I've known for many, many years from back in the high school days. And so one of them came up to me and it said that they knew that I went to horror nights all the time and loved creepy stuff, and they were wanting to expand and to get into some other things, but they weren't really good with haunts and things like that. But they had heard that other farms were starting to add haunts, and it would be another source of getting people there. So they came up to me and I said, sure, let's give it a shot. So back in 2020, we just did a little test, which was when we just threw together some of the bins that you saw in those pictures there, which they originally had it as a scavenger hunt course for the kids, but it didn't get used a whole lot. So we basically took that over, made just a real quick trail going through there, and added just a few. I mean, it's pretty crummy, really. Just the first thing, we just threw up some cobwebs and just had a couple of masks on some actors, and it's real simple, but it did well enough so we're like, okay, let's do this thing a little bit better. And so then we started the next year doing it officially, and mapped out everything. Actually hired some professional actors. A lot of our actors are actually professional theatrical trained actors as well. So anyway, we just started expanding from there and started building more. We started off with just one trail, and then did that for 2 years, kind of got our feet wet, and then last year we expanded into 2 trails and really started ramping things up. So that's kind of how it came about. It's just they wanted to add something to the farm, another type of thing to get people out there, and I kind of knew enough to be able to do that for them, and it's kind of taken off.
That's cool. That's really cool. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Next question, Melissa Lukac.
All right. How big is your cast and crew?
Generally between 20 and 30 people, as far as when you're talking about actors and stuff, and then ticket takers, and might even push a little over 30 depending on the night and what else is going on. But that's generally about where we are. Okay.
Now, do you, because I know some characters do this and they travel, do you ever have like guest characters?
Sort of, yeah, we do. We've actually had some come from England that came in for 2 or 3 different evenings. We've got some professional crews that'll come in and they'll join us for a night or two. We've got some others that kind of roam around to different haunts. I know some do Screamageddon and stuff like that have worked with us before. So yeah, we've got some that come often, and some just say, hey, we really like you. It's really cool. We'd like to work for you. Some do it, just as a volunteer basis. So we get them from all over.
Okay. Did the folks from England, when they came over from England, did they happen to bring you any Percy pigs?
Oh, Percy pigs were amazing.
They're
so good.
They're like crack. They're like a little candy.
They're delicious. Yeah.
Well, next time they come over, say, please go to Marks and Spencer's, bring me some Percy pigs. It will change your life.
Okay.
All right. Next question here. Okay, so we kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier, but what inspired you to get into this, specifically the haunt industry, and then beyond that, like what keeps you inspired now?
So I've always loved, like I mentioned earlier, just horror type things and creepy stuff, and it just kind of hits a deep down spot. Just it's a lot of fun, creepy stuff like that. So I've always been into it, and what really inspires me now, though, is I love just giving people the experience of just getting out of the average, grind of every day, and to just kind of get out, have some fun. Whether they're getting totally scared or they're just having a laugh, just something that gives them a break from the day-to-day monotony, to where they can just have a little bit of a break. So that really inspires me on just seeing people have some fun and just have an enjoyable night. That really, that jazzes me.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. All right, next question, Melissa Lukac.
How does a young, smaller haunt position itself in the realm of HHN and Howl-O-Scream and other larger haunts?
Well, it's just being unique and just doing your thing. I mean, if you see the passion that you have and just something fun for people to do, it doesn't have to, it's not really a competition, especially in the whole haunt industry.
Right.
In a lot of ways kind of helps each other out, and it's just a different experience every place you go. Little independent haunts, you don't know what to expect. And it's not, you don't want to just copy others. You want to be unique and do it the way that you enjoy and make your own experiences. And just people having fun and what they like, and you just go from there and keep expanding.
Absolutely.
I agree. And independent haunts are definitely in a different ballpark than theme park haunts. That's what I always say. They're two different entities.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, next one. Okay, speaking of which, because this is actually a relevant question to that last answer, what is the first thing you would do with Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail if you had an unlimited budget?
Mm-hmm.
Sky's the limit.
So many things come to mind. I would like to have some sort of an indoor type thing, just to avoid the elements a little bit. I'd like to expand into just more trails, more themes, even more actors doing different things. It's always a challenge. You got to keep everything safe, and so it's nice to push the limits, but you got to keep everyone safe, both guests and actors. So you got to be careful there. I don't know, just making it more of a fun complex for everyone. Just the more fun people can have, more, maybe add some escape room type things. Maybe even a mini golf type thing, but we'll see how the cornhole does this year. Adding even more effects, a more elaborate show. We'd like to even get it more expanded throughout the year to where we can have events, whether it be a spooky show, throughout the year. Maybe even do some like oddity market type things. We've thought about that, and I've visited several. It's possible doing that, expanding it into more event type things, and especially throughout the year.
Yeah, because Sensational Farms actually has all kinds of events. If you go to their website, they have all kinds of stuff. Like they're like all kinds, and you can actually rent space and do all kinds of things there. So yeah, definitely check that out. Shout out to you, Sensational Farms.
Farms.
You are sensational.
Hey!
Even a lot of the same days that we're open, like especially Saturdays, there may be like markets or other events going on at the farm. So you could make it a whole day adventure if you wanted to come out to the farm and enjoy some of those events throughout the day, and then just hang around for the haunt opening later that night.
Well, that's cool.
Are they like one of those like berry farms, like the strawberry and berry? What type of farm is it? Like
oranges.
What is it?
Well,
It's just
citrus,
oranges.
but they have,
It's like
other,
citrus?
they have other stuff there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, like desserts and stuff like that.
Well,
Like
desserts.
yeah, like sweet stuff. You said.
They have a bunch of like local produce type things there in the shop, and then they also have shakes and ice cream and stuff
see?
like that. And they have their own food truck that'll be open, burgers, hot dogs, stuff like that. In fact, there's a whole food pavilion.
That
if you
sounds amazing.
go out there. And there's a big sports complex right across the street. So a lot of times we'll get a bunch of people, after the games and stuff like that, they'll come over and just get ice cream and chill for a little bit of a while.
Awesome. Go.
I'm down for that.
I know.
I'm so down for that. That's cool.
Check out their website. You can see all the events and stuff they provide, and they're always expanding as well, adding more events every day.
Okay, very cool. All right. Love that. All right. Okay, so where is Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail in 5 years? Like when you walked me around the location, through the trails, we kind of ended up in a little area, kind of by where the Orange Grove part is, and you mentioned that there's a lot of other space and things. So in the future, there might be a possibility, like you just mentioned, of expansion or doing all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of acres there. How many acres is the farm there?
I'm not even sure. I would check with Sensational Farms directly on that, but there's a lot of land there. And we'd even had talks about doing some of the trailers, some trailer truck trailers that they've got that we could actually use to make a haunt out of it, where that's, either that's the structure or they're just parts of maybe a trail through the orange grove type things, stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we've got in mind that we could possibly add down the road, especially with that extra real estate that we've got. So we've got a lot in mind. It's just, again, it's the budget, and staffing is always the challenge, is getting enough staff to handle everything. That's always a challenge.
Gotcha. Melissa Ann Morrow wants a spooky restaurant.
That sounds really cool.
That'd be really
Spooky
cool.
restaurant.
Spooky farm restaurant. Yeah. All right, next one here, Melissa Lukac.
What is your favorite pre and post haunt snack or drink, or both? Snack and drink.
Oh, goodness. It would probably be the shakes at the farm there.
I really want to try those. Do you know what type of shakes they have? Like flavors?
A lot of them are seasonal. My favorite is the pumpkin one, which is generally around the
Yes.
house.
I like anything pumpkin.
Early. You have to check with them what time they're going to have it in this season, but that's my favorite one, is the pumpkin shake.
I love fall foods and drinks.
Yeah.
Seasonal stuff for the fall time.
Yeah.
All right, that's awesome, man. Food. I mean, we are Haunts Bites
And frights.
So
yeah, so we can get a bite at the fright.
We are going to put a little bit more of a focus on food stuff this year. So
Oh, banana shake. I'm sold.
Banana shakes.
I am sold for a banana shake.
Oh my god.
Almost like a banana cream pie shake.
Oh my god,
Johnny.
it's amazing. All right, next one here. Okay, so what question, and this is kind of like, because I know you've been working with a lot of the same cast and crew for a little while here, what question could we ask your entire cast and crew about you and get the same answer from everyone?
Ooh.
And,
I don't know.
and it can't be what kind of milkshake you'd get, because we all know that now.
I guess I would just say that I'm passionate about it and love making people have an enjoyable time. Yeah, because I've actually had that comment from some that met me and were seeing me build stuff and kind of get stuff ready, and they're like, "You have such a passion for this," and they see that. So I guess that's what I would have to say, is
Okay.
a passion for creepy stuff like this.
All right, yeah. I mean, I could tell. I could tell when we met. Yeah. Very cool. All right, next question here. Melissa.
What is your biggest lesson learned from year one until now?
I don't know if there's just one. There's so many things learning just in the first year of, just dealing with, getting people through in a timely manner where they're not bunching, which you can't totally prevent it, but trying to keep them spaced out enough where they have a unique experience for each one of them, so you're not doing the Congo line like others where you see all the scares before you get to them. Keeping it kind of unique for each person, but getting enough through where we're not having the lines backed up so long. So that was a big one. What else? I guess just keeping everything organized, keeping it all timed right, and mainly getting staff, managing staff properly, along with managing guests. So just the normal things of starting an attraction from nothing.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
going from kind of just a little backyard, almost like a home haunt, going to more professional, ticketed event.
All right.
Very cool. Very cool.
And last question, Melissa.
Oh, what scares you, Hill?
What scares the hell out of Hill?
Nothing much at all.
What?
So
There's got to be something.
I can't think of anything. I mean, I'll go through any of these haunts and I don't flinch at all. I mean, I've even had scare actors saying, "Man, you don't flinch, you don't do anything," and I don't know. I mean, there's things I enjoy that are really creepy, but it doesn't really scare me. When you go through enough of these things and watch horror movies all the time and stuff like that, it's tough to get scared.
It's
Even
true,
in
though.
horror movies, even startle stuff, I kind of know it's coming, and even if I don't, it doesn't really.
Ooh, large wolf spiders
yeah.
Are you afraid of spiders too?
Okay. I would say, like the giant huntsman spiders. We got a
Oh.
lot of them around the house.
Is it the squished down brown ones?
Those are the brown
Yeah,
recluse
Those are
ones.
the recluse
Those
ones.
are the ones that can kill you.
These are pretty big. They're called huntsman spiders. A lot of people call them wolf spiders, but
Okay.
they're actually huntsman spiders. And one thing that's unique about them is their legs are hinged differently than other ones, so they can move really fast in any direction. So even if you were to swat at one, by the time your shoe or whatever gets there, they've already moved out
Oh
of the
no,
way.
no, thank you.
Or they're already on your arm.
No, thank you.
And they're
Jeez,
huge
Johnny.
and creepy. And I actually got into macro photography a lot. And I got a story with one. So
Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
you would basically put this, I think it's ethyl acetate. Anyway, you basically put this chemical in a little container that you put the spiders in or bugs, and it basically puts them to sleep. So they basically die through that. And then you can take macro photos of them, just real close up. So anyway, I did this with one of these spiders that I found outside, put them under the microscope with my camera equipment and everything. And so I had it on you have to take pictures in sequence, just with fraction closer each time. That way you can get the full image because of the focus depth. So anyway, I have my rig that was taking these pictures behind me with the spider sitting on there. And so it's clicking away, and I'm on the computer doing stuff. And then I look back. The spider was not there anymore.
Oh man, that's the scariest.
no.
That's even scarier than seeing the spider is when he goes away, because you
So
don't know where he went.
apparently, it didn't actually kill the spider. It just basically put him to sleep, and he woke up during the photo shoot. And so he was somewhere in my office behind me.
Oh
And
my
I don't know where this thing is. And so I
to
finally
this day.
No. I looked around
Okay.
and finally
Okay.
I saw him
It's
on
right
the
there on the
back.
wall.
He was on the back of the rig, and he was still, like in a little drunken stupor or something.
Drunken spider.
His leg was kind of flicking and stuff. So anyway, then I took care of him after that. But so I guess I could say that those type of spiders scare me.
Okay.
I would have just burned down the whole place. I would have just left.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
There's just a quick question. There's none of those around where the farm is at, right? Where your haunt is. Just
It's
Not
Florida.
those spiders. There's actually a bunch of
Sure, but
jumping.
I've never actually seen one, huh?
Jumping spiders.
There's actually a bunch of jumping spiders out there. Now those are cute.
Worse.
Those
Johnny,
are
I'm off now.
They're like the
man.
little baby cute ones with the big eyes. They
Yeah.
just want to give you a hug and jump on
They're
you.
not scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Good to know. Okay.
Well, you made it through 10 questions, Hill. Good job.
All right, right on time.
Yeah. Yeah, we are going to start to wrap this thing up. So
Yeah.
I hope that, one of the things I really love is discovering new haunted attractions. We love all the Florida haunts that we've gone to and we support them, but I just love getting
Yeah.
new
I
stuff.
love
It's really
learning
cool.
about new things and new haunts. It's always fun.
Yeah, so
Also, another thing. I want to point out when the video was on top of each other, we were
Yeah.
on top of hill. We were over the hill.
You got it.
I wanted to say that. I just didn't know when to chime it in. So
You got that mute button somewhere?
hold on. Hey, Melissa, talk.
hello.
Nope, you're muted.
What?
All right. Thank you, Hill, for your time. Thank you
Thanks,
for
bud.
telling us about all the things we're excited about there. We're less than 2 months away from Media Night. So
Yeah.
Once again, go to that website there. I'll bring it up one more time just so you guys can see Wait, we didn't give away the second pair of tickets yet.
That's
what are we
right
doing?
now.
That's
Oh,
right.
we
We
better
can't,
do
we
that right
can't
now.
end without giving away
All
the
right.
second pair.
All right. So if you're still watching, which I hope you are, the second pair of tickets that we're going to give away right now, another keyword, and you got to spell it right, is going to be first person on my screen will win a pair of tickets to drgrimley'shauntedtrail.com. Second keyword is, do you know what the second keyword is?
No, I do not.
Sensational!
Not sensational.
Bringing everything
Sensational.
full circle. Like the
It's all
circle.
it's
for
all coming together.
Sensational right there,
Aw.
the logo. Very cool.
First person on Johnny's screen.
On my screen to put in Sensational is going to win that second pair of tickets. So put that in there. Dawn, the person that won earlier, you are not eligible. You've already won stuff. But
Ooh,
there
Jenny
it is.
Lopez.
Jenny from the block. Jenny Lopez put in sensational congratulations. We'll put that. We'll get you in there on my screen. And there we got Chad Ashley's in here. What's up, Chad?
What's up, Chad?
But yeah, Jenny Lopez, thank you. Congratulations for winning those 2 tickets. And give me your information. We'll pass that along to Hill. He will take care of you. Very cool. All right. Glad I remembered that. That would have been, people would have been mad.
It would have been really bad,
Like,
yeah.
what?
People would have hated those poor,
They're like, we didn't watch this show for
pitchforks
you.
and everything, yeah.
We watched this show
An
for
angry mom.
tickets.
Yeah, pretty much.
John. All right, very cool. Hill, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
It's
yeah,
been
thank
fun.
you.
Hopefully
For
we
coming
can
on the show.
maybe make a trip out and show you to you.
I
know,
would
be
love
out there
that,
meeting
yes.
us.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
in a full hazmat suit because I know there's
That's fine.
scary spiders there.
They can get in.
They might.
Yep. All right. Hill, thank you so much. Any quick shout outs, any goodbyes or anything you wanna say before we cut you off? I'm just kidding.
I just appreciate what you're doing here. I'm looking forward to these other haunt previews, and hope everyone comes out and checks us out and have a good time. So we'll see you out there soon.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm very
a good year.
excited.
All right, Hill, hang out on Zoom for us. We'll be back with you in a moment. We got a couple official things we got to get through, and yeah, let's do it. All right. So that was a good.
That was
a
a
start.
really fun show.
Yeah,
Good job.
that
Good
was
job.
awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So very
We
cool.
got to incorporate that in all our shows now at some point.
Hell
throughout
yeah.
the show. Hell yeah.
We're just
It's
gonna come
gotta-
up with all these
Yep,
things.
Yep.
Very cool. Hey, do you know who we have on the show next week?
You
Or
mean
ne-
on Thursday? Yeah.
All right. So
We
next
got Fear
week on
Reach,
the
baby.
show, we've got Fear Reach. Okay.
Yep.
Next week we've got Fear Reach. We'll be talking to them. They're also going to be giving away some tickets here with Fast Pass. You can learn about this. It's going to be in Tavares, Florida, which is also up in Lake County, kind of in the same region there. Fear Reach, ScreamPark.com. We went last year, had an awesome time. Love the owners. They're
Yeah.
great.
It was a
folks.
lot of fun.
Really, really cool. We're going to talk about any of their updates and everything next week. I keep saying next week.
Next Thursday.
We're
Thursday,
going to start
Johnny.
doing shows,
Thursday.
2 shows a week. Thursday, August 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in, facebook.com/HauntScene. If you are watching the show on the repeat, please make sure you like and subscribe. Share all the things on social media.
We'll be reaching out for the fear. You like that? Yes.
All right. Thank you once again to our platinum sponsors, Fright Nights, Woods of Terror, Fear Reach, and once again, Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Do appreciate
Grimley's
you.
Haunted
You're
Trail.
all awesome. And if you want to follow our journey, you could do that on our social media. Make sure we give our love to those. We're HauntScene on everything. Our main platforms these days are Instagram and YouTube, but we're on everything. HauntScene.com, we're actually updating the Florida Haunt Directory. We got all kinds of trips and things we're doing this year. I want to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you, John Sebastian Lavelle, Crystal Lavelle, Mark Muncy, and SNR Travel Stories. I'm actually going to be on Mark Muncy's podcast soon. Cool.
James got sensational.
Sensational. It's all right. If you want to support us, we have our support link, hauntScene.com/support HauntScene, or email us. We are getting into the season, though, so if you're still interested in one of the sponsorship tiers, please reach out to us. We'll talk about it. But that is going to be it for us on this show. Good job,
All
Melissa,
right.
okay?
Good job, Johnny. And you.
Somebody
Oh,
just
we
threw,
got
somebody
pennies.
just threw us some pennies
We got
at
some.
us.
We got some pennies at us.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you all for your
Thank you,
time.
guys.
You are all amazing. And that is going to do it for us. So we will see you on Thursday at 8 o'clock for Fear Reach. Till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Give me some treats.